Good morning, good morning. Thank you so very much for joining me this morning. Good morning. I trust and believe that you had a wonderful night. You can say good morning. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm listening to a song by Paul K. titled Inspire Kalitsoho. I love the song. Have you ever been through situations and storms of life and you just need somebody to hold your hand? You just need someone who will see you through. This is one of the songs that we all need to listen to when we are going through stuff, issues of life. Good morning, everybody. Welcome and thank you so very much for joining me. Remember, these are the thoughts of the Prophetess of God in lockdown. A platform where I share with you what is in my mind, what is in my heart, what is in my spirit. Good morning, Mary Gulubani. Good morning, Mary Solofelo. Thank you very much for joining me. Invite your friends, invite your family, invite your colleagues, share, host a party, because this is our platform, me and you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and thank you for joining me. It's going to be an interesting day today. It's going to be an interesting and a beautiful morning. It is beautiful. The weather is nice. It's clear. Thank you and good morning one more time. Untshware ka letsoho, untataise. Walk with me. Walk with me. These are the thoughts of the Prophetess of God in lockdown. Thank you very much for joining me. This morning I want to share with you something that might, a topic that might make me to get a bit personal with you. Is that okay? Yes, it is. I believe it is. Good morning, Evangelist Daniel Samkwasa. Good morning, Huitsione. Thank you very much for joining me, for joining us. Okay, I want us to talk about, please remember, send your comments, send your questions, send your thoughts. Let's share, because this is a platform where we share, we talk to each other. Good morning again. I wanted to talk about mentorship today. I wanted to talk about mentorship. Something happened to me yesterday that made me stop and reflect on certain matters of life. And I'm grateful, I'm happy that it did. It's a good thing that happened, it's not a bad thing. You know, it humbled me greatly. I will share with you about it later. Mentorship is a kingdom principle. It is not a principle of the world. It is a kingdom principle. It is there in the Bible. Later on, I will show you what I mean by that. I will explain that. Because you have to understand that when we are born as babies, we are born with clean minds. We have nothing. We know nothing. We actually even have to be taught how to speak. We have to be taught how to walk. We have to be taught how to eat. We have to be taught how to bath. We have to be taught everything. So we need to be taught so that we may mature, so that we may improve, so that we may grow. Mentorship is a very good thing that I like and I love and I encourage it greatly, because you have to understand that whether you want to admit it or not, it's a fact. God uses people to communicate something to us. God uses people to align us to his will. God uses people to bless us. So when you have got mentors in your life, one of the roles of a mentor is for a mentor to give you guidance, to give you wisdom, to give you direction. I will get to that in detail a bit earlier. I'm just laying the ground here. And you have to understand that for you to be mentored, you have to subject yourself to the teachings of somebody else. And mentorship can either be in a formal manner or in a non-formal manner. You know, some people go to classes for mentorship. Some people don't do it on an unofficial level. The first time I encountered a mentor in my life, years ago, way back, when one man of God approached me and said to me, I would like to mentor you. And I was like, okay, what would that entail? What does that even mean? And he said to me, I just simply want you to avail yourself and meet with me a couple of times a week. I was skeptical initially because I didn't understand what that involved. And he said to me, no, you don't have to worry about it. So I started being mentored by this man. And you will be amazed. You know, this one is a confession from my side. I learned a lot just by sitting down with that man. Just by sitting down and learning and being taught. You know, because you have to understand life is a learning cycle. So the more you learn, the better person you become. The more you learn, the more you increase your chances of success. The more you learn, the more you develop your character and you are sharpened. You understand? And for you to be able to be mentored, because mentorship is a relationship between two people, the mentor and the mentee, and the expectations from both sides. And for you to be able to be mentored, you have to be willing. You have to be desiring to learn. You have to commit yourself. It takes willingness on your part. It takes desire on your part. It takes commitment on your part. It takes dedication on your part. It is going to need humility on your part, because you have to subject yourself to the teachings of another man and to the sayings of another man. Huh? And you are subjecting yourself to the teachings of somebody who has more skills than you. Your mentor has to be somebody who's got more skills than you, who has attained or achieved more than you. Somebody who's got more experience more than you. Somebody who is more knowledgeable than you. Some of the mentors are all-rounders. Some of the mentors are not all-rounders. Hence, we mentor. It's simply because this one is mentoring me in this area. The other person is mentoring me in that area. And I pray to God that if you've got more than one mentor, may there not be confusion in your life. Because at times what one mentor teaches you, it can be different from what the other mentor can teach you. So I pray to God that may God give you mentors, because he said, I will give you teachers. He's the one who is supposed to give us teachers. Despite having said that, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you approaching somebody else and expressing your interest for them to mentor you. When you approach somebody and you ask them to mentor you, it shows your commitment. It says you are humble enough to be willing to submit to the teachings of another man. Amen. Because relationship, you understand that you are embarking on a journey where you are going to be guided. Huh? Because you have to understand that great men, men of substance, men of value, men of integrity, they love mentoring. Why do they love mentoring? They don't want what they have achieved and what they carry inside of them. They don't want their experiences to die with them. These are men and women that are willing and desiring to leave footprints, to create an impact, to touch another human life. I'm speaking to you about mentorship today. And these are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in a lockdown. Share with me your experiences ask me a question. Talk to me, because we are having a conversation here. And you have to understand that there has to be a mentor and a mentee. We are talking about mentorship. There has to be a teacher and a student. Sorry about that interruption right there. I apologize for that. The student, we're talking about mentorship. These are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. The student has to be willing to be taught. And here is the thing. Before I get to that point, let me tell you. There's a story about how one young man came to be mentored by a great man in the world. The story says, this young man approached the older man and asked to be mentored. Instead of the older man responding, the older man said, let's go for a swim. They went for a swim. When they were swimming, the older man took hold of the young man's head and pushed it deep inside the water, held his head under the water for a long period of time until the young man could not breathe. Then he let him go. The young man was confused. The old man, why did you do that? So the old man, being filled with wisdom, said to him, how did you feel? The young man said, I felt like choking. I was grasping for breath. The old man said, yes, if you are willing and if you want that desperately for me to mentor you, if your desire for me to mentor you is like you were grasping for air, then I shall mentor you. You have to show commitment. You have to show that willingness to your mentor. You have to show that desire to your mentor. You have to be that desperate and that eager. Because in most cases, we ask for mentorship from people that are at higher levels than us. And these are people that have got hectic schedules. These are people that are busy. They don't have time to play monkey games. They don't want us to come into their lives only to waste their time. So you have to be dedicated. You have to show commitment. And when you want to be mentored, you have to get rid of that stubborn mind. Because you need to have a teachable spirit. Because you are subjecting yourself to the teachings of another man. You have to be willing to learn. And here is the thing. You have to learn as much as you can be able to. You have to grasp things. Because the lessons will not come to you verbally. You have to be attentive and be very observant, because some of the lessons will come to you as you are interacting with your mentor. As you are in the presence of your mentor, observe how he or she relates to other people. Pay attention to how he or she speaks. Pay attention to how they conduct business. Kidisalete says, good morning, Prophetess. I'm happy to be your student. I'm happy, Kidisalete, to have you as a student. And I pray that may we walk together on this journey of life. May you learn. May God give you a teachable spirit. May you get whatever it is that you are looking for from me. That's my prayer for you. You have to understand that the purpose of mentorship, we're talking about mentorship today. And these are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. The purpose of mentorship, there is a purpose to everything that we do in life. The major purpose of mentorship is for you to learn. It is for you to acquire knowledge and skills from an experienced person. You understand? The main purpose of mentorship is for you to be into that atmosphere where skills and knowledge are being transferred to you. Let me tell you what mentors do. Mentors, they identify a gem. Something beautiful, something precious. They see potential. Then they embark on the hard work of unearthing that gem. They don't just unearth the gem. They polish it. They wash it. And they make it shine. They make it shine. Mentors make you blossom. They water you, they nurture you. They make you excel, they make you shine. Therefore, never ever despise a mentor. Never ever look down upon a mentor. It does not matter. Because at times, your mentor can raise you to a level that is beyond where he is or where she is. Mentors, they smile when they see their mentees doing very, very well. They become very proud. They take pride in seeing you excelling. What's my point? Never ever compete with your mentor, because I can assure you, your mentor is not in competition with you. Your mentor wants you to be a better you. Your mentor sees potential in you, and they just want you to be the best person that you can be. Therefore, never despise a mentor. In fact, I'm saying to you, respect and honor all of your mentors. It does not matter. Don't say he contributed very little. He contributed, that's a fact. The amount is irrelevant, because we are measuring that amount using what scale? According to whose standards? Maybe that small contribution is the contribution that triggered the greatness inside of you. It is the trigger that you needed. Had you not been triggered then in that manner by that mentor, you would not be where you are today. You would not be who you are today. The reason why I'm saying this is because I am proud of all of my mentors. I am loved by God and favored by God, because I've never lacked a mentor in my life. I still have mentors even up to today. I submit to my mentors. I sit down and I listen. I keep quiet. So it is key in a relationship of a mentor and a mentee that they be mutual respect between the two. It is important that there should be mutual respect. In addition to, there should be trust between the two. Because it is this trust that will say to the mentor, you can release and share secrets with this student of yours. When there is no trust, the mentor finds it difficult to share certain secrets, because believe me, every person who's successful in life has got secrets to their success. And they will not share those secrets with everybody. They would love to share the secrets with people that will appreciate and value, not just simply that, but also implement the keys to success, because they want to see you succeeding. You understand? So mentorship is intended to shape us, to make the student to be better. Mentorship is a beautiful thing, because when you are being mentored, it should say to you, there is somebody who cares about my success. There is somebody who is accountable and responsible for whether I make it or I don't make it in life. And there is somebody that I can lean on. There is somebody that I trust, that I can confide in. There is someone that I can talk to. And they will give me answers to certain matters of life. Remember, these are the thoughts of a prophetess in lockdown. Share your thoughts with me. Comment. Ask me a question. Interact with me. Let me know that you are there. Let me know what is going through your mind. Let me know what your challenges are. Let me know what your success stories are. Because we don't just have challenges, we also have success stories in life. So talk to me. Host a party. Invite a friend. Like and follow my page. We're talking about mentorship today. And these are the thoughts of a prophetess in lockdown. The relationship of a mentor and a mentee has got demands on the side of the mentee. The demand is more on the side of the mentee than on the side of the mentor. Listen to me very well. The mentee has to be willing to learn, number one. It is upon you as the mentee to chase the mentor, to be consistently calling and communicating and asking for an appointment. The mentor should not be calling you to ask for an appointment. You, as the mentee, you call him or her and you ask for an appointment. And whatever the response you get, because sometimes you get a yes, come at 8. Sometimes you get a no, I'm too busy this week, I'll see you next week. Take it with humility. Because you have to show willingness and readiness to learn, the desire to learn. Therefore, what am I saying to you? I'm saying to you, you have to listen to your mentor. You have to be humble enough to know when to keep quiet, when to simply shut up. I've learned that the hard way. To keep quiet and learn. You have to be humble enough to know you are not too smart. You have to be humble enough to know you can't afford to be defensive. So whatever rebuke, because part of the responsibility of your mentor is for him or her to rebuke you. Take the rebuke. Personalize it. Learn something from it. Because they rebuke you out of love. They rebuke you to correct you. At times, they will be hard on you. They will be harsh on you. Smile, bear it, and hold on. Because it is the nature of a mentor to be hard on you at times. In most cases, they will be, and they have to be. It is for your own good. Why are they being hard on you? Because you are too stubborn. They need to get that stubbornness out of you. Because you've come to them with a certain mindset. They need to fine-tune that mindset. They need to change certain beliefs inside of you. And it is not easy to reset a human mind. It takes time. It takes willingness on your part for you to be fine-tuned. But at the end of the day, it is all worth it. It will make you shine. It will make you excel. It will make you a star. Whenever you are with your mentor, purpose it inside of your heart and your spirit that you want to catch and learn as much as you can be able to. I keep on telling people that, particularly those that are in ministry, you simply have to learn the vision of your mentor. Understand what keeps them going, what motivates them, what inspires them, what made them to be who they are, what drives them, what's their drive. Because every mentor has got a principle that drives them. Understand that principle. Because when you understand the principle, your relationship with him or her will be smooth. Number 2, purpose it in your heart and in your spirit that you don't simply want to understand their vision, but you want to catch it. And don't just simply catch it in your mind, catch it in your spirit as well. Because it is inside of your spirit. Your spirit is a womb. It is one that incubates and births things out. So when you've caught it in your spirit, you will go far. There are people that you understand them. You understand what motivates them. But it is simply head understanding. And you lack understanding in your spirit, man. So understand them. And don't give up when they give you tough love. Because they are going to give you tough love. Tough love. Enjoy it. It's a process to be mentored. And it can be hard. It can be very frustrating. And here's the other thing. When you are dealing with your mentor, make sure that you ask questions. Don't speak a lot, but ask questions a lot. Because the minute you ask a question, you trigger something in them. You show your willingness to learn. You show your eagerness to learn. Number 3, you provoke something in them. And they start sharing with you secrets that they didn't even know that they will share with you at some point in life. I'm talking to you about mentorship. Because I want you to grow. I want you to mature. I want you to be a better you. I want you to be successful. I am whom I am today. I am where I am today. I can speak to you like this because And I'm still being mentored by somebody. And I value them. And I appreciate them. You understand? It's a kingdom principle. God himself did some mentoring. Did you know that? Yes, it's true. God mentored Adam because that's why he will come down into the garden and talk to him. He was mentoring Adam. He was teaching Adam. That's why God said, you can enjoy everything in the garden. But, you see, Adam did not listen. Adam and Eve, they did not listen to their mentor. Then they got us into this situation that we're in today. So it's important to heed the voice of your mentors. The book of Proverbs even encourages us to do that. Heed, my son, heed my words. Listen and pay attention and take the words of your mentor seriously. Elijah mentored Elisha. Double portion came upon him. A double portion will come upon you when you listen to your mentor, when you submit to your mentor. He said, Master, I will not leave you. Wherever you go, I go. That's the right attitude of a mentee. Where your mentor goes, you go. You wash their hands. That's what he did to the prophet of God. You earn that double portion. You work for it. It doesn't come your way without you earn. You have to prove your loyalty. You have to prove your faithfulness to him or her. You have to be allegiant to them. Huh? Jesus Christ mentored the disciples. And he said to them, greater works than these. Which ones? The ones that you see me do, you shall do. Jesus also gave the disciples a double portion of the grace and the anointing that he carries. It's a kingdom principle. If you want a double portion of journey, be mentored, submit, be willing to learn. Because gifted men of God don't just pass on their gifts to people that are not certain they will value the gift and they will use it wisely. You understand? Because some of the key mentors carry, they unlock certain doors. There are secrets that are doors, that are secrets. So you don't give a secret to everybody. You give a secret to people that you trust. So you have to earn that trust from your mentor. Paul mentored Timothy. Says, Timothy, my son. Learn, study. So when your mentors tell you to study, you should. Huitone says, I submit to you, woman of God. That's so humbling, Huitone. Yes, I agree. I shall teach you all that I know. I will share with you. Eh? We have to understand that we learn from others. That's how you grow. That's how you avoid making mistakes in life. Because you've seen me make that mistake. You will then know there is a stumbling block along this path. And you will watch out. And you won't make the same mistake that I made. You won't fall victim to the same stuff that I fell victim to. That's the beauty of being mentored. You understand? We hate being mentored as human beings because we are stubborn. We lack knowledge about the benefits of mentorship. We hate being mentored because we are full of ourselves, because we are full of pride, and we love being in control. Let go of that control. Besides, you are fooling yourself. You are not in control of anything. God is the one who's in control. So don't hate mentorship. In fact, yearn to be mentored. Go out and seek mentorship. I said to you before, do not compete with your mentor because they're not competing with you. They take pride in seeing you excel. So how can they compete with you? Huh? All that they want from you as a mentee is for you to excel, is for you to succeed. So who is mentoring you? What's the nature of your relationship? How are you submitting to that person? Are you giving them respect that they deserve? Is there trust between the two, or there is no trust? Huh? And you have to understand that as I conclude. Remember, these are the thoughts of a prophetess in lockdown. I'm sharing with you about mentorship today. And as I conclude, please note that your mentors will keep on testing you. And at times, they will throw the test your way like that. You won't see it coming. Because they want to check. They do that so that they can check if you are still on track. They want to check if you have learned anything at all. So they have to keep on testing you. And you have to understand that they do it out of love. They want mentorship. Mentors are people that they love. They're not selfish people. You understand? They're loving people. They're good people. They're kind people. I love all of my mentors because they have shown me nothing but love. Sometimes it's tough love, yes, but I love it. Because your mentor offers you counsel. As I wrap up, your mentor offers you guidance. Take it. Your mentor will speak to you and give you wisdom. Take it. Your mentor will open doors for you that you could not open by yourself. They will introduce you to people because they know and they trust you that once you are given that tender, you will do the right thing. So don't disappoint your mentors because it hurts their feelings. Don't disappoint your teachers. Mentors will correct you with love. They will rebuke you harshly. Swallow it. Take it in. It's for your own good. And the last thing that I want to say to you is this. Don't sulk when a mentor is rebuking you. Don't sulk. Don't sulk. Because when you sulk, it speaks volume about your submission to your mentor and the amount of pride that is in you. And I conclude by saying to you, never walk away from a mentor. Never, ever walk away from a mentor. And never shut the door on your mentor. You may be thinking right now you've learned all that you can from them. That's not true. At some point along the road of life, you are going to need your mentor. So when you close the door on them, how are they going to correct you? How are they going to open doors for you when you shut them out of your life? So never shut a mentor out of your life. Yes, there will come times when they will try and keep you away from them. Refuse to go. Refuse to go. Refuse to go. I want to appreciate all of my mentors today. They have contributed significantly to my growth, to the person that I am, to my walk with God, to my understanding, to my personality, to my character. So to all of my mentors, thank you. For you were patient with me. You didn't give up on me. Thank you. For you've shown me nothing but love. And I appreciate the tough love that you're giving me. It is strengthening me. It is making me stronger. It is making me a better me. And I thank you, my mentors. All of the lessons that you've taught me are valuable. All of the doors that you've opened for me, I appreciate them. I won't spit on your face, but I'll forever cherish your life. You know, I will forever be indebted to you. because you have shared with me certain secrets of life that my own biological father did not. With all respect and all love to my late father. Are you understanding? Mentors share with you things and stuff that your biological parents can't and haven't. So respect and honor your mentors. Belinda Lecha says, profound message, prophetess. Just what God ordered for me. We wander aimlessly without guidance. Thank you, Father God, for today's teachings. Amen. I am humbled, Belinda. And which one people I say is on Amen. We need to be taught. We need mentors. I will tell you, those that know me will even confirm this. I used not to be like this, but because of mentorship, I am like this. Belinda says, may God continue blessing you so you may be a blessing to us. Amen, Belinda. Thank you so very much for decreeing it and declaring it into my life. I appreciate. Martin Freeman says, Gante Khasuena BTV. He's asking me if whether I'm the one who was working at BTV. Yes, I am. And I still work there. I'm a woman of many characters, a woman who wears many hats. Why? Because of my mentors. I've got mentors that have told me, don't quit BTV, not yet. And I stayed. I listened. I've got mentors that taught me endurance. Mentors that taught me so many things. So this one, today, is dedicated to all of my mentors. I appreciate you. They have rebuked me, yes. At times to a point where I would cry. But here is the secret. I cry in secret, eh? They only get to know about it afterwards that she cried. When they rebuke me, I take the rebuke. I cry in secret. Why do I cry in secret? Because I have to endure it. I have to go through it. I have to take it in. I have to absorb it. They mean well. So I appreciate all of my mentors today. Greatly. And I love all of my mentors. I wish I can tell you who my mentors are, but I can't. But I wish I can share with you. Someday maybe I will. These are the thoughts of a prophetess of God. We end here today. I'll be seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you so very much for joining in, for sharing your thoughts. Remember, host a watch party. Follow and like my page. Invite your friends, invite your colleagues. Let's share. Wasn't this a beautiful message today? Mentorship. Wouldn't you want somebody to learn about this? I know I would. That's why I'm sharing with you. So share with somebody else. Yes, invite more people. The more people, the merrier. Thank you very much for joining me today. We meet again, same time, same platform, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock to 8:30. As I share with you the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. Let's go through this lockdown thing together with a smile on our faces, with joy, with happiness, because we know God is working on us. He's doing something great. He's birthing something in us. You may not understand it now, but in the years that are to come, we shall understand. So I bid you farewell at this point, and I say thank you so very much, Belinda. Thank you very much, Martin Freeman. Thank you very much, Wisdom. And thank you so very much, everybody. It's humbling indeed to share this with you. We'll meet again tomorrow. May the good Lord keep you. May He bless you. May this word that you had today, may it impact your life greatly May it touch not just your mind, but your spirit as well. May it be planted deep within you, that you always remember it. May God reveal unto you that which is his will pertaining to your life. May God bring your way the right people that he has ordained to raise you up, to teach you, to mentor you. And I pray for you that as you encounter them, may God give you understanding and open your eyes, that you may be able to identify them. May you not simply identify them, but may God give you the willingness to submit under them. May God give you a teachable spirit, that you may be taught and you may grow to greater heights. That's my prayer for you today. That's my prayer for you today. I will see you again tomorrow. I love you with the love of God. Shalom, shalom. Have a blessed day.